and Flavio play well, and I think it's going to come down to the passing as well, whether or not Leal and Lucarelli and Hoss can handle what the serving pressure comes from Japan.
We've seen a few teams this week focusing on Leal as well when he's on that 5 position or front court at 4, trying to take him out of the game. No matter where you're watching around the world, whatever you're watching on, we hope you enjoyed the coverage here on volleyballworld.tv. All the results and the live stats can be found on volleyballworld.com as we're good to go for the final game. So here we go then, underway. Japan on the left-hand side in black, taking on Brazil in the gold and blue on the right-hand side. And it's Darlan who gets us underway with a huge swing.
I was saying earlier on in the week that Darlan's a little bit like Wallace, but actually when you watch him here, it's like watching Boyer of France, who jumps high, hits hard, same style, and it really gets through the ball.
Captain of Brazil back to serve. Takashi. Ishikawa rolls that ball deep to the corner.
Clever play this. He's out wide, he's going quick. He's able to change his rhythm and get that into where there's no one going to defend that. Such a good swing.
Skita with that float serve. They've gone to Leal and falls outside the court. Lucarelli just cleverly playing that ball off the block inside.
All these players have got high volleyball IQs. They don't just go up and swing blindly at the ball. He'll be seeing that ball in his regular vision, his peripheral vision. He can see the block. He knows what to do with it.
Lucarelli, one of the team players from Brazil, signed for Piacenza. To the left. Chicago goes off the block. Bruno gets in quickly. Goes back to Darlan, and that ball makes its way into the crowd.
That was some great hustle from Japan, and then from Brazil as well. Such a good serve, full stretch. Look at that, shoulders, keeping the platform towards target. Little flick of the wrist to get it there. And then Darlan straight over the top. It's just too good. Ran Takahashi gets pretzels by that one.
Another big, huge serve from Lucarelli. Lands on the baseline. Ace for him. First of the game.
He's just opened up the doorway to the hallway of hesitation. And walked straight through it.
I think his 6th ace of the competition so far. Now they get the run the middle. Yamauchi gets the kill.
As soon as you get a good ball in at this level, you're always going to be under pressure. Leal's committed out wide. Isak's on his own. Yamauchi is always going to have angles left and right of him.
Japan are going to look to exploit that a little bit more as well to keep that block moving, do you think?
They'll go as quick as they can, definitely, and then that means they go quick out wide and try and get the block moving laterally to not get fully across the net.
Good hustle in from Skita. Out wide it goes to Ran. Oh, huge power! He puts his hand up and says sorry, but that is Ishikawa at his best.
If you got a freeze frame of this with that ball on Hoss, it would have just squished all the way down and wrapped around his hand. He's absolutely melted that onto Hoss. And then says, yeah, you feel that? No, he didn't. He said, sorry, buddy.
Not bad for a warm-up spike early in the game. Lay out with the platform. Going to test his serve and needs to push it a little bit harder on him than that.
It's a very good ball in. He's then able to get out wide, go quickly, and it's over the top of Nishida. No chance at all, and Blaine does well to get out of the way of it.
So early stages of the first set, 5-3. Skita trying to creep underneath.
Well, the second referee's under no obligation to get out of the way there. He might call a let. I think he's going to call the captains over and just see what we're going to call here. Now, first and foremost, has the ball gone outside the antenna?
We haven't had this point, this kind of thing this week.
Japan wanted a let because it hit the referee, but they're not getting it.
No. 6-3. Again, the serve well this week. Ran, it is, who fires long, no touch given.
The serving pressure from Brazil at the moment is excellent. Isaac was a player that never really had a jump serve on him, but he's grown into becoming one of the world's best. And that one hasn't clipped anybody.
Quick timeout called. 4 points down in this first set, 7-3 it is to Brazil.
Io penso che con Leale qua, il libero aiuta sempre in questa parte qua. O tu batta su di lui o meglio di battere la tua destra. Allez, go!
How's your interpretation on that one then, Clayton?
Was he talking, I'm trying to work out if he's talking French to him or Italian, but either way it wasn't Japanese and neither of them were talking English, but he knows full well what he was talking about. It's incredible, what being a pro volleyball player is all about. You get to travel the world, you get to speak different languages. It is a great life if you can make it as a pro volleyballer. It's also hard work when you're in this situation.
Finds the middle. Oh, good hustle, but ball over for Japan. Nishida goes into their hands.
Great chase, great read from Bruno. That full stretch, but it just gives Japan another chance to come back at them. Very good high hit from Nishida. He knows he's going to have to. If he goes steep against that Brazil block, he'll get in trouble.
Ball back in from Tallis. It's tight on the net. Now just has a swipe across the block. Ran uses the block to his advantage, but Brazil still have it up. Darlan, half tempo over the block.
Once again, Bruno, he's so good at reading the game. He sees what's going on. He's the first to move, and he's one of the players. He's not the first to move because he wants to get in and set. He's got to play it. You want to keep it off the floor, keep it alive. Let's go in, lads. Right, let's see if we can get something from it. And that's exactly what they're able to do. That's a great place to put it as well, onto the middle blocker, as the libero wasn't in for Japan.
Service error from Darlan. To go back to see Nishida for the first time from the service line. Talks about the oohs and ahs in this week's games with Japan, when Nishida and Ishikawa have been serving. The crowd interaction has been spectacular.
Well played.
There should be 3 or 4 oohs and ahs on that one. Great serve, great pass, great set.
It's just world-class volleyball, isn't it? I mean, this is a really good serve. And then Bruno's in quickly. Flavio just flying right across the screen, literally. Number above the net. Excellent.
Now just walks back to the corner for that error. Ran has the ball. Knowing that no easy serve can be given to them, because it's just going to come back with interest. We've seen that already a couple of times. To put the pressure on the serve. 10-6, Brazil lead. Lovely set from Zakita. First back line from Nishida.
He is a tough character, Nishida. He's tough to stop as well, because he opens up the cross-court angle, and he can equally go to the line with the way he shapes up. So you're just like, what do I take? If you go too wide, you leave a gap and he'll exploit it. It's all on Lucarelli. He's going to have a tough job trying to get him lined up properly.
Rally and Leal having a quick look at each other then.
Yeah, that one was definitely into the corridor of uncertainty, but fortunately for them, it went a little bit too far.
I'd love to see a heart month from both of them at that point. Bruno back to serve, just floats that one short. Nice one-handed set for the captain to put away.
There was a good change-up with the serve and a little bit too much then on the pass, but Sekita quality. And that meant Isak had to stay with the middle at free swing, out wide as a result.
Oh, and it goes. Looking for the touch. Touch given.
There'll be a challenge coming.
Ishikawa's putting his hand up.
Excellent. And that's a product of the Italian league volleyball, where Ishikawa's been playing. These situations, there's what they call a green card. If it's given as out, but you admit to the touch before it goes to challenge, you get a green card, and then the team at the end of the season with the most green cards gets an award. And it's a really cool way. So instantly, it's like, yeah, I touched it. Let's not mess around with a challenge.
It's amazing how the players have adapted. So they've been so used to having 4 line people, and the signal's there, and actually then the referee's not going with them, etc. Here it's just the 2 referees make a decision. They've got the challenge, or they do that. They do go to make the challenge, and as you said, Ishikawa puts his hand and said, I did touch it. It's good sports spirit, but I think all the players are now adapting to that kind of way of play, aren't they?
Yeah, this is it. We're just going to get a fair outcome each time now. You cannot fight.
10th timeout at 12-8. Del Soto a bit the happier of the 2 right now. Brazil poised and ready to go on court. £7,000 spectators here. All with fan as well, so about 14,000 fans, you could say. Hot conditions inside the arena. 12-8. Ball in from Rad. Ishikawa have to check his jump. Brazil the opportunity. Leal doesn't take it, but he looks for a touch.
Well, he didn't see it as well. He's been given his out, so a decision to make whether to challenge that or not. Darlan said the block come out of the way, so we'll just leave it. Well, you mentioned it is warm on court, but do you know what? This is so cool about Japan. So have another look at this. Yeah, hands out the way. Well done by Ishikawa. Didn't land in. But all the seats here have got air conditioning vents. So there's cold air coming out the back of the top of the seats, and you can angle it towards you. Well, there's no angling that back towards the net. What a serve!
29th ace serve for the captain. You mentioned about them targeting Leal. He went cross-court again.
But it's the risk-reward. You can see why the players do it. For those of you who get frustrated wondering why players serving the net, they're not trying to do it on purpose, but if you can get an ace serve like we had first time round, then that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to either get the ace or just stop the number of attacks that are going to come at you.
It's interesting to see the Japanese lineup as well. They've got 3 with big, heavy serves, and the others are very, very tactical float serves. So, yes, while 2 are missing them, they know they're still going to get some consistent serves in the rest of the team. Rally. Life a little bit harder for Bruno. He might have liked. Sekita into the net, but ducks away to come through it.
He did well, Sekita, because he had to make sure, 1, he didn't step onto the court, 2, he's gone under the net. He could touch the net if he's outside the antenna, but he mustn't break the plane of the net. But it was all a little bit too difficult for Nishida to do something with it.
So he still had to set the ball as well, didn't he, after doing all those things?
Exactly, yeah.
The life of a setter. 14-11. Brazil lead. Head touch been given, violation for Brazil.
Bruno apologises because Thales Hoss made an excellent dig.
Pressing the arm and then the shirt coming down. Another ace serve, this one for Nishida.
They clip the top of the net, and that just, you might not think it makes a difference. It really does make a difference. You read it, what it's coming, and then that movement is just completely caught Lucarelli.
Looks like Leao going, that probably should have been yours as well. Two of the top three servers in the VNL. Nishida and Ishikawa behind Amir. Right arm from Leal into the net. Japan have pulled it back. In one point, those two aces have been really important for Ishikawa and Nishida. Good one this time from Takahashi Ran. Flavio Batov having a great season in Italy, rewarded with a small contract to move to Perugia.
This is really good from Japan. They were in danger of getting overrun at the beginning of this set, but they've come back. Their serving is putting pressure on. They're working well through the middle, and now Brazil are involved in a game here.
There with the serve, quick with that middle attack, but Isak wide.
A little bit low for him. I think at times Bruno may just forget how high Isak can contact the ball.
There's 208 standing. Spike reach from about 340.
It also didn't help that Isak let his left arm drop, so it just dragged him away. That time he didn't. That was more like it.
I think Bruno knows that as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Come on, buddy, come in. Nice and high, stay straight. Take it to Spike Tang. 334.
Over the top of the block.
Oh, dear.
Nice ball in. Yamauchi off the hands, purposefully.
This is what Japan are going to do all match long, is they'll look for that, look for the chip around the block, go after the block. If there's no gaps, they're very smart hitters. They'll frustrate Brazil as much as they can.
Chipping away at that lead, they've now leveled the score at 17-all. Good ball in on the defense. Second chance for Brazil from the back line, Leal.
What a dig, Sekita! Absolutely phenomenal. Everybody else in the world be flinching away from that. Oh, oh my goodness, he's like, come on then. I got you. Is that it? Is that your best? Yes, but here's Leal's, and you can't deal with that.
Big serve from Lucarelli. Overpass, straight away Brazil come in with Leal.
There's three stages to the serve. The ace serve, which is the best one. The second best one is the overpass that gets put away at the net. This is the third best. Free ball, all options, and no chance to defend it. And that's what serving at this level is all about. That's why we see these jump serves.
Otsuka comes on, Nishida. Around the overpass, put away by Darlan.
We've had the 1-3-2. The ace, the overpass free ball, and now the overpass put away. And all three examples clearly, so this is nice, isn't it? From the back of the court, Darlan's up, ready to hit. Springs in his heels, no chance for Japan.
They got level to 17-all now. It's 2017. Lucarelli's serve run comes to an end. Nishida back on. Quick change for receiving purposes. From Ishikawa, but Leao takes it, comes up the attack himself. Oh, well, waited a while for
It's been called as a
Stefano
touch.
Cesare. Been called as a touch.
That was what he's doing. Look.
He's even just turning to the Brazilian bench and saying, calm down, calm down.
It wasn't in the block. It was by Sekita in defence, and that's just as well it was spotted by Cesare, because it's not something that could be challenged.
Back line, Ishikawa.
It's great. It doesn't matter who's doing it, but it's different styles. You look at this from Ishikawa, up, wait, boom. Haiku coming to life for Japan. Superb volleyball.
The second super spike of the game. Catch that float serve, trying to push Lucarelli back. Goes Darlan high off the hands of the block.
Nice change of direction from Bruno. He does it with his shoulders, he doesn't flick it with his hands, so he's all in a good rhythm and a good tempo and in full control of the ball.
Focus of Darlan. Great ball in one-handed set for Sekita.
Well, that's a net touch then by Sekita. Just wondering, unless it was in the block, but it was definitely a net touch. And it's not been challenged by anybody. Oh, no. See, that's me, look, with my goldfish memory. There was no net touch. The net was still moving from the earlier play. And it's a classic that coach's son will then go, oh, net touch, net touch. And now I've just done it. Well done, Nishida.
You can take your coach's hat off and put your commentator hat back on now then.
Yeah, pay attention to what's going on.
Nishida just...
It's a good serve. It's a good serve to miss, because it makes Brazil think they can't just dismiss it straight away. They've got to think about it. That puts some pressure on mentally. The coach will always be happy if you miss long on the serve or miss to the sidelines, as opposed to missing in the net.
Peter setting that ball around, reverse, yeah. Nishida missing.
Won't be happy about that though. Set behind. And that's what Nishida's there for. A left-hander like him is so capable of hitting the sideline, but it's now brought up set point for Brazil.
Substitution for Brazil. Fernando comes on alongside Leandro. The blockers at the net. Oh, but he couldn't get it through on the block. It's snuck inside from Nishida. Double substitution changed again for Brazil. Takanashi coming on for Sekita. This is a blocking substitution at the net. No setter on the court for Japan. Ran and Yamamoto just having a chat. It'll be Yamamoto that'll be taking the second ball. Should that be required? Picked up by Talis toss. Oh, and then error from Lucarelli.
What a great serve that was. Completely fooled the passing unit for Brazil. And also had to change his momentum as well to get his body position and get to that ball. He did extremely well to do so, and it's forced a timeout by Brazil.
Tá? Beleza? Tá? Estamos muito longo aqui. Fecha a quadra, beleza? Bora, moçada, importante. Centraliza o passe aí pra gente rodar de primeiro. Bora.
Two set points saved for Japan. Shirt sticking to the bodies of the Brazilians. Such is the temperature down. Courtside arena. About 28 degrees they say down there, courtside, plus you're playing. Better than they've got air-conditioned seats to sit.
Or air-conditioned shorts, for that matter.
You can get them, but I don't think they're so good to play with.
Not really.
Set point still. Ball in, flat set, Lucarelli. Ball in, flat set, Lucarelli. Oh, it's another error.
Well, it's their last chance now, Brazil, to get it done from serve receive. Oh my goodness, he had so much line to work with.
Good pressured serve as well. Japan have the opportunity to level it. Nishida goes high off the hands. But it's put away down the middle from Flavio with a huge spike.
Wow, what a way to end the set.
You wouldn't think they've just won the set, would you?
Not really.
Business as usual. Back they go.
It's a very good serve, tactical serve that gave the free ball back, but excellent timing. It's Flavio makes a touch, he gets in position and he's up, bang. It's down, it's gone, the set is won. And that's Brazil at their best. The height at 338. No chance.
He was playing at Tono Calipo last season alongside Nishida. Nishida's moved back to JTEC Stings, and Flavio has signed for Perugia. Now the lights flicker around the arena on the mobile phones to the music.
I'm trying to log in now, I want mine to do it.
Now you can see in the screen in the background, you have controlled lights on the phones, and we see the stats: 14 to 12 attacks, 2 aces, 9 opponent errors, so unforced errors for both teams. So pretty evens.
It's all, with all these things, it just comes down to one play at one time, and the team that's got momentum and holding on to it, and the other team was always trying to get it back. It was a good tug of war in that department, and eventually it was Brazil who were able to win it. This is Darlan.
6 points in the game so far.
Very much the darling of the team as far as the fans are concerned, and really making a name for himself. And he carries on playing like this and keeps growing like this. It's going to be an easy transition for Renan Del Zotto to let Wallacey go, as he gets to a point in his career where he may not actually be able to compete with Darlan, but it's a nice player to be bringing in and keep that flow and keep that venom in the opposite slot for Brazil.
It's the waves of the new players coming through, the old ones coming, the timing of that within the Olympic years, the World Championship years as
and
well.
how many you do, how many you change. I think for the Brazil women, they've had an issue really where they kind of kept hold of the players for longer than perhaps they probably should, and now they're having to make, for them it's a completely different scenario. They are rebuilding almost from scratch, but a few teams like Brazil here making a couple of changes. France are in a zone, the men's team, where they're actually at their peak. So this year for them, that they will really be looking to try and win this VNL and try and win the World Championships and hold all 3 majors. That would be some feat. And it's well within their grasp of doing it with that current squad. So it may be that they just go over the edge in Paris, or they might just be at their absolute best and defend it. So it's interesting for so many teams in different levels.
Here we go for set number 2. Brazil gets underway. Bruno.
Oh, I thought Isak was going to go and crush that.
Darlan with a windmill.
Oh,
sorry, Lucarelli with a windmill.
Yeah, back to the 80s. A little bit of reminiscing about how volleyball used to be played. Used to serve like that as well. No, I didn't.
Oh, what a serve. You used to serve like that though, didn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, now and again. Brilliant from Bruno. It's another one. Oh, I love it because it's right into that corridor of uncertainty between the two passers.
Oh, the youngster, Takahashi, ran.
Oh, hello. He was climbing the steps to success with that one, wasn't he? He certainly got up there. That's brilliant. But his guy, I mean, his is all quick and whippy, and so it's a very different rhythm to try and deal with.
Ball taking a while to come down for Bruno.
And for Darlan.
Quick middle. That came down pretty quick from Onodera.
Sakita's done well. He's run the middle in that transition play. Isak is late to get to it. He's gone right between his arms as well. That'll frustrate him.
Another monster serve from Nishida. Round it goes again. Looks for the fingers.
He's convinced he got it, but now he's not so sure. That sounds like a song title. Have a look. No, didn't.
Luke Riley was waving his hands in the air, saying nope, nope. A blind pass, and a great pickup. Free ball now for Japan. Goes to the back line to Nishida, off the block and out of play. Well, interesting little receive as well from Onodera behind his head.
You just, volleyball is a sport that every rally is different, every touch is different. That's a great pickup. Really good chase from Hosson, stays his own side of the net and somehow flicked over. And with Leal having to reach, he knew that was going to go to the line. He's trying to do something like a soft block on it, and he's just helped Japan take the point. Excellent, excellent rally.
Of course, our assistant's working super hard today. Ram continues his good run of serves. Pull back in from Yamamoto. Nishikawa delivers the blow.
How did he find that angle? There were two massive blockers in front of him. We're going to see exactly how here. Because they will try to take their hands out of the way. Come on, guys, they had a block.
Quite funny watching the big, like, he's like pulling away. He's like,
He still had his head above the net. He could have come off his head.
So Japan lead 4-3 to being 2-0 down. Change of pace.
What an angle. He does. He's starting to hit some angles that we saw Wallace hitting.
Just thought he was in too early as well, didn't he?
Great hang time, great finish, no chance for Japan.
Lovely play from Nishida. Good set.
So talk about Bruno and how well he sets, but Sakita's also a fabulous setter. It has to be said, he's great at distributing the ball and finding the right players at the right time.
Bruno goes to the back line with Lucarelli, putting it away. Starlin. Pre-serve ritual. Concentration on his face, building up to that serve. Chicago goes high off the hand, cleverly played by the captain.
A good example of just how when you are receiving at this level, you're not really receiving, you're defending. So high to the middle, and then even though there's only one attacker, they practice this all the time, going off 3 blocks, looking for exactly that kind of result.
Close serve on to Lucarelli. Flat set. Flavio a bit tight.
Trying to make something out of nothing, really, Bruno. The angle wasn't quite right. Just pushed over there from Flav. He's like, get away.
His chest was almost higher than that, wasn't it?
It was just too low. The set too low.
We go to Flavio again. No, goes to the back line. It's done. Who gets shut out in the block, but it's just wide.
Well, all the fans thought that was a point for Japan. Always tough when it's that close to the antenna on that angle for it to go straight down.
Puts the whole body weight into that. It's just... Trying to have a 2-point advantage, 8-6. Ross makes easy pickings to that serve. Lucarelli into the block and out of play.
So we've seen 2 good examples then of wide attacking against well-formed blocks and how you attack the block. He's not trying to hit that into the floor. You can see from this angle where it hits the block, he's hitting it deep, looking for high hands if it's not... because he knows he can't find the floor.
Sheeda on the receive, into the middle.
Yeah, that was nasty. Really nervy. It's been set under the arms of Isak. He's over the top of that, waiting.
Isak just put his foot. Suicide pass for Yamanouchi, isn't it? He's got no choice.
Still he can't find a way through. That's good play from Isak, committing, thinking that he's probably trying to establish him again here. Right, I'm going after him, I'm tracking him, I'm not paying attention to anybody else, and that's exactly what he's done. And Bruno's jumped in and helped as well. Nice work.
He's done that little tip a couple of times already in this game, so he knows to read the shoulder and the hand movement. Happy with the serve down the line. Lovely work by Young Ran.
He's waiting for it, creates the angle he needs, sees the gap in the block with his peripheral vision, and then he's quick enough to get it through there before it can close.
Set reverse for Isak. Brazil go again. Back line to Darlan. Darlan thinks it's in.
We're going to have a challenge then. Everyone else thought it was out.
Leal and Alzotto having a bit of a chat. Bruno and Lucarelli running off, grab a towel while they can for a moment. That's wide.
Not close, really. I'm not sure why Darlan thought that would be in.
There goes the pipe to Leal, who goes to the left-hand side. It's in. The Japanese player signaling as well, just to help Stefano Cesare on the stand. Right in the corner. Ran with an angle, just not enough.
Lovely set from Sakita. Japan under pressure from the serve. Trying to avoid the three blockers. There was never really going to be the angle to find it. He'd had to go off of Lucarelli's hands, really.
Second chance this time from Ran. Third chance for Japan. Second one for Ran. He drops it short. Bruno goes option.
Oh, there are four players in the air at the same time.
That's a Brazilian wave, wasn't it?
They did that at the VNL in Rimini. They've done it again here. This is just phenomenal. Watch this. Up, up. The other two didn't go. They were nearly up. This is just mental. You've got no chance of stopping that.
It's hard enough for us watching it to see where the ball's actually going to go, let alone being a blocker of it or a defender. When they attack that wave, it's just incredible, isn't it?
Just wish that the outside both jumped. If they all jumped, the pictures would just go run around the world, wouldn't they?
Well, the lead's been switched 4 times in this second set. Brazil now leading by 2 points. The Brazilian spectators around. Otsuka has come on for Takahashi Ran in the outside position. Just had a little bit more experience on the court. And it's a huge block.
A kaiju block.
You can tell it's good when the Brazilian substitutes are all waving their hands in the air on the block. Lucarelli's eyes focused on that ball dropping on the floor.
That looked more out than in. They could be using a challenge, they might not.
There you go. Quick chat with the bench. Left hand. Ball coming straight over. It's his hand for a little while. Oh, it's bounced off.
It's a little bit lifty, wasn't it? You can't get called for double touch on the first touch, but you can certainly get called for a catch ball.
The power of this off the arms of Leal all the way out to the other side of the court.
He got blocked. He knew he had an opportunity. He was going to unload on that one, Nishida.
Nishida's poised. Ready to unleash another left arm power serve. Chase down for Bruno. Oh, Lucarelli goes into the block of Otsuka.
He's probably asking, why did I just do that? Why did I just do that? It's way inside, and he hasn't gone far enough to get back to the line. And instead of carrying on cross and trying to go after Onodera, he's done the classic and thinks he can get to a line. He can't, because it's put it right into the heart of the block.
Now, Reed to serve. Darlan chased down now. Can Otuka get it? Goes onto the score table. Can't quite reach it.
Good reactions from Bruno. Gets himself back into a wonderful position. That's a 3.35, so that's a bit higher than what we've seen Flavio and Isaac hit a ball at the moment.
Outline Nishida. Half of the pipes. Coming up. Another one from Nishida. Whoa!
Good fight this. It's a good angle he creates as well because he runs outside and turns back. And then he's able to open up that cross court. The block's gone too wide.
It's back to Darlan, who goes down the line to Yamamoto.
That looked to be a little bit behind Darlan in the first instance, but the way he shapes and opens up for it. Look at that, what a swing that is. He's leant back, and as such, with that lean he's got there, he's then able to then let it drift and then switch to the line. That's some hit.
It's on a Filippo shirt just behind Isaac in the crowd. Nice receive, little work in the middle. Oh, Isaac at full stretch, good cover. Darlan, power cross.
Sensational volleyball again from Brazil. They've soaked up a lot of pressure from Japan. That's a wonderful pickup. And when your middles make a pickup like that, that's worth a couple of points for your team. It really is. Fabulous finish from Darlan.
Isaac dusts himself off, goes back to the service line. Great pass. Great block.
What a block! So far across the net as well, Darlan. One-on-one, you'd favour the attacker. You really would. Darlan that's great, because I think from the angle, he couldn't quite sit. Ishikawa might be trying to go back to the line, but that ball into his hands gone right into the face of Ishikawa to take the line away. And then his left hand's taking the cross. Excellent.
He should be all smiles after that. That forces the Japanese timeout. They're down by 3. Brazil 17. Japan 14.
With this quality of serve, when you have the good one, I know that this is something stupid, but we have to be efficient. Okay? This is important. Allez, come on.
Philippe Lane talking about the efficiency. What he needs to do to get Japan back into this second set. They've come back from 3 down already in this set, and they do it again. Let's get the point. Ends the serve of Isaac.
It's not easy for Nishida in this match. It must be said, he found a couple where he's been able to put it on the floor early in the first set, but since then it's not been that many. The block's getting a good read on him. They're getting touches.
They're pushing Lucarelli back. Leao. And loads that shoulder.
Lovely set. Flavio way up in the air. And that's always the mismatch, and Bruno's just going to keep going over there to Leao to go over the top of Sakita.
Tossed a little bit far forward, but Darlan made it. A high free ball. Right one for Flavio. Chance for Japan. Picks trying to force that set. Fake hit into set. And put away.
Lovely volleyball again from Japan, fighting hard. That's good work though. Flavio knew that it wasn't going to be hit, so he's not worried. He's like, okay, where are you going? Tries to get out, but can't quite close the angle.
Sakita back to serve. Good serve as well. Bruno after force. The set out wide to Leal. The error comes from the attack.
That's a nasty little serve, that one. It bit Leal. It's the best way to describe that, I think. Because he's like, and then they're in trouble.
Gets a pick up from Otsuka, and then Ishikawa.
This is a properly good swing. I'd say knife through butter, but that doesn't do it justice. That's a samurai sword straight through a block of wood. Dush, gone, boof, dang, lovely.
Well, got it to 18-18. Plays it again. Brazil have their timeout. World-class volleyball for you here in Osaka, Japan. It's a fitting end to the week's journey here. Both these two teams will be heading to Italy. Who will they be playing? Well, still games being played in Gdańsk, Poland at the moment, so they won't know. All they'll be focusing on is getting that victory. The best Brazil can get is fourth. So strong.
Bruno takes that in front of him, but then able to get it out quickly to Leal. Such a good hitter. It's always the same technique. He comes in, he opens up the cross, and if you don't take that away from him, then he just hammers it into the court.
Riley Blatter set. Ishikawa.
Such a again, great volleyball. Quick hit. And Leal's unlucky. He's absorbed so much of this that no one can get to it.
Leal off. And Adriano coming on. More to secure a little bit of serve receive on the deep. He'll be coming into attack as well. Scored 37 points in this competition so far. Nice ball in. Darlan straight to the chest of Sakita.
That is bang bang from that far away. You know, that ball's travelling 6 meters, 7 meters in a flash.
As teams, they know that as soon as that point happens, it's point over, go on to the next one. Nothing they can do about it. Good to get the middle running again for Japan. Struggled a little bit there today.
Well, they're going to run it every time they can. The reason they haven't been is because of the serving pressure from Brazil. I mean, they've been knocking players over, but the passing on both sides has been just incredibly good.
It's his first pass. Oh, what a huge block! Nishida.
That's incredible. It looked as if that was going to be going to Spike Town, but they didn't go with the middle. They doubled up on Lucarelli. And Nishida's got him all ends up. Wonderful block.
Same as his hit, he just hangs there, doesn't he? On the press of the hands. Rally, and then finds the middle from Isak and chase down. It goes almost like steeplechase. We've seen a few people jump over these advertising boardings. They're the first one to step on top.
Luckily there's no pool behind it, but also luckily there's no equipment or anything for them to hurt themselves on. Actually, there could have been. He could have gone into that. It's so dangerous. I wish they would. I genuinely wish they just let it go.
What a point for Japan. A big point for Japan. 22-21.
That's down to Yamamoto here. Such a good ball in from him. I love that. No easy buckets will take that one to analyse, but he's got his shoulders in front of him as well, so he's nice and poised. He's got the strength to put that on a plate for Sakita to fire it out wide.
He went hard for it. May see the change here. No. Leal's told to go back. Adriano gets some time front court as well. Ball in from Otsuka to Nishida. Otsuka again off the hands. Lucarelli stay deep to defend. And then Darlan falling away.
Wonderful set choice that from Bruno, because he's looking in front. He knows that there's no one who can have a swing in front, but he also knows that Darlan, by the time it gets out to him, he's going to got out. He's going to be in a brilliant position to have a swing. So Bruno knows this just needs to be on the money here, and Darlan's going to have a good opportunity, and Darlan takes it. Well, it was
Bruno's pointing in.
It was in on the baseline, so in other words, it wasn't long, but it's just a question of whether it was wide of the sideline, unfortunately.
There's going to be a challenge.
They've got substitution coming.
Sorry. This is a blocking substitution for Kenta Takanashi coming up. No challenge. 23-23. Good pressure serve out wide, taken well. Chance for Japan. Another shutout block. They've kept Adriano on.
Unfortunately, Takashita's put that ball up and he's going, oh, that's a good set. He's just still watching it and then no one's covering deep.
That switch comes back on again. Sakita comes back at set point. Brazil. Off the tape. Could there be a challenge for a foot fault or not?
Well, I reckon they should. I think Isak touched the baseline with his
They're not doing
foot,
it.
but they maybe, didn't see it. Doesn't matter. Ace serve. Brazil take the set. What
a cruel ace serve.
Yeah, love it. Just says ace on the stats, doesn't it? Doesn't say ace nearly took the net down, rolled over, no chance of getting it.
Let's have a look. We might not be able to see it from here, but ooh, it's close.
You can't legislate for it. Might just as well have stayed on his own side.
25-23, 25-23.
Could have been the other way around. I mean, it could be Japan by 2-0. The way this game's gone, and that's what you get when you get matches that are so evenly contested like this. That we could have 5 sets. Just as easily, we could end up this being 3-0 to Brazil. In the same token, though, a couple of things here or there, and it could be Japan 2-0. That could be Japan winning this 3-0. That's high-level volleyball, proper high-level volleyball.
And there we see the stats slightly higher on the blocks, and the serves for Brazil.
Brazil gave away 6 points, Japan only 3, but it still wasn't good enough.
Now we've got the Golden Bears cheerleaders come out and perform.
presentation here from the youngsters from the Minajiu Gakuen High School. Oh, well done. That's good core strength, just about hold that position. Wonderful. Got through it unscathed.
The Golden Bears. Almost a dominoes effect on the last performance. Players now just back on court to warm up the substitutes. Some of the Brazilians there doing high fives with the Golden Bears.
Bruno is enjoying.
And he's just saying, if you push me up that way, I can spike as high as you.
Exactly.
Wasn't he?
Well, here's where Brazil have been attacking. Darlan has got the lot, hasn't he? Half of the balls have gone to Darlan. Oh, well, no, not half. One went to Lucarelli and he got blocked. Spike velocities. 7 over 100 kilometers an hour. You can just put yourself in the way of that, and that's it. And hope for the best. I hope you don't get hurt.
As you said, it's such a short space as well, isn't it? 6 to 9 meters. That's going right at you. Well, the light show going off here in Osaka. Phone's been put away. Well, the light's been turned off. Phones aren't being put away anyway around here, are they? Constant films and streams.
Yeah, if you want to get involved on social media, hashtag be part of the game, or go to @Volleyball World. Find out all what's going on, all the latest news and views on the Volleyball Nations League.
Back in the way with set number 3. Really pumping that ball. It's been a free ball, just dropped short. That takes away the middle option. Otsuka, who starts in place of Ran, gets the first kill. Darlan top point scoring at the moment with 14. 13 attacks, 1 blocks. Nishida second with 12 points in the game. 10 of those attacks, 1 block and 1 ace. Ishikawa can't add to his single ace in the game so far. Ishikawa into the setter, and then Otsuka into the blocker.
The one-on-one blocks are always brilliant. But he's done it again. That's 2 incredibly good blocks he's got. He's watching, he's getting that hand, his right hand, into the head of the attacker. That's so important because it takes the line away.
Swing from Nishida, dealt with well from Leal, and then Darlan goes off the top of the hands. On comes the wave from Japan. High ball, tight at the net for Isak. Nice little tip. Oh, on his way down. He squeezed that through.
The block went too early, and then Nishida uses hang time. So then he puts it into the block as they're coming down. And the trouble there for Isak is he's played it so high, there was time for Ishikawa to go get it. But there he's jumped, they've all gone with him. And his hang time, Nishida's hang time is better than the blocks.
Just wide, is it? Yep. He's going where Big Plane wants him to go, so he's all right with that. As you mentioned earlier, as long as he's serving wide and long.
Anything that makes the passing unit think about what's got to be done, it's not a bad serve.
Shida. And another one just wide. Starting to that 5 position, especially with his left hand from the left-hand side of the court, going across the angle. Some of these won't make the highlight reel.
It's hit or miss, isn't it? It's one or the other, just so long as it's more in than out, really. More points won than lost.
Suka comes in this time, and we're under play again. Oh, it's an ace serve. Well, 4 back-to-back with no other actions, then suddenly his ace one comes in.
Just not read well by Lucarelli.
Takes that one a lot better. Delivers the pipe. Wow.
Spectacular volleyball from Brazil.
This camera angle at the top is just incredible to show you where that contact point is in relation to that 3-meter line. Change of the serve for Darlan. They're looking for the touch, no touch given. Not challenging.
Good reason not to.
Nope. Wide set. What a set.
It's full of aggression, Nishida. And again, he's jumping, he's starting from in to out, so it's changing the angle. It's like, where do we line up against him? Because then he can hit back across the cross court as well. Very difficult to stop.
Receiving that ball on the second touch at 6. There's the fake. The put away.
That's just watch this all day long. It's a freebie.
Well, the Flavia's up with him as well, ready in case he does go, because Bruno knows, doesn't he? If it's middle there, he'll still find him.
Well, it's Brian Mills from Taken. We've got Bruno Mills for Brazil. I may not know where you are, but I will find you. I've got a unique set of skills.
Oh, good pull underneath the net. Darlan goes with 3. Bruno shuffles around. Darlan again. Oh, well brought back, but net touch given. Such a shame on a rally. On the way down.
like a look through, they're like, what, me?
Lucarelli, Bruno over on two, doesn't get the kill. Lucarelli gets the block. Now he goes to Darlan.
Oh, what a jump! Oh, he's just towed the 3-meter line. And he didn't have a jump, he just didn't have a run up. He's just like, oh, better jump for this one then.
Quick reactions on the defense from Japan off the second ball from Bruno.
It's also a really good play from Liao because he's having to think, right, I'm going to play this to Lucarelli, but Lucarelli's sliding away from going, no, not me, and has to change it back to Darlan.
A fascinating encounter at 7-8. Tried to go for the short one, just not enough on it. Flavio with a float serve down the line. From the back line of Zuka.
You get a real sense, don't you, of when the serve's just not strong enough, because Brazil are out to lunch here. Japan, all their options, and it's a free swing through the middle.
Ishikawa back to serve the captain. Back in from Lucarelli. Oh, that comes off, almost takes Bruno out off the block.
He jumped over the top of him. That's like the NBA slam dunk competition. Darlan would win that, I reckon. Look at that. Bruno's just thinking, oh, don't hurt me.
Yamauchi's gone up without his hands. He's talking about being hit in the head earlier. Well, he's just taken a dish of the day.
He certainly did.
Darlan did well to even land on that one as well, didn't he? What a pickup. What a hit. Oh, this side-out volleyball continues at an insane level.
Excellent serve that. Takes one player out, but there's still Nishida, and he's playing really, really well.
13th attack for Nishida. Now 16 points. Adriano plays the ball in. Off block and out to play.
And Nishida's a bit unhappy because he's gone into the antenna off him as well. But anyway, he felt he should have done better with this one. Doesn't close the block quickly enough. Can't believe it.
Our tempo for Lucarelli. Gets the ball from right to left, but too much on it. So 1 point gain, 10-11. It's that fascinating hush. As soon as Nishida has the ball, the whistle blows. Anticipation of the crowd, isn't there, what's going to happen next?
Technical timeout. Brazil up by 2. So close, this one. It really is.
There you see the point swing. Yeah, side out volleyball. Great bet.
This is like a penalty shootout at the moment. I think that's the best way to liken this. And the longer this goes on in this set, you get your side out, you score the penalty. Get your side out, you score the penalty. So each time that one team does it, puts the pressure now back on the other team, but they've got to get that side out. So if you're a team, if you're Brazil now and you know that you're going to get all your serves in, and you're you've got the Japan are working so hard to get that side out. This is all going to come down to this run in now to the end of this set. Serve pressure and how many opportunities to get the ball into transition from block defense, from serving.
The pressure for Japan as well, knowing they're 2 down. That's going to weigh heavy on them as well to get this game to continue. Quick to the middle. They recycle. It's a flatter set.
Well, it wasn't quick enough to the middle, so the swing wasn't full. The block got a good touch, and then the unforced error. So the first penalty miss for Japan.
A little red dot up here on the screen.
We could do the snickometer on that one, couldn't we, to see whether that just clipped an elbow.
Took half tempo. Sakita goes back to the back line. Couldn't even jump on that one.
He just put his hands up.
Well, that's how the song goes, but
He'd be good on the beach, Flavio, wouldn't he, with that kind of a block? He's like, he closed his eyes as well. He's like, oh, I got him.
call it a half jump. Oh. 2 points in a row. And this penalty shootout is advantage Brazil.
Well, this is the thing, is that we talking about is that consistency. Brazil have put 2 good serves in that have reduced the hitting options, and Japan had been trading well. They've been siding out, but the pressure has just been growing and growing from Brazil. And right now, Japan need to get onto a rotation where they can put some pressure back from one of their jump servers.
Japan's only other defeats in the competition so far have come from USA, losing that game 3-2, and France 3-0. I want to go there into Italy, just for 2 losses. Well, timeout did his job to distract Isaac. That's good goalkeeper playing mind games, standing at the ball, distract you a little bit before you go back.
Yeah, I'm going to go that way.
11-14. Natsuka to serve.
He's had a couple of aces.
Transition they go. Ishikawa off the hand. Big point for Japan.
It is a nice break point off the back of their serving. Something now for Brazil to think about. He's got to hit so high. He's going for the last metre of court with that swing.
Corelli finds Bruno. Doesn't get the smallest touch. Adriano gets a swing down the line and shows what he can do.
The setting from Bruno, that's just wonderful. And then steady ball out wide, mismatch, Adriano over the top of Sakita. Easy peasy.
He just stroked that one over, didn't he? Some good youngsters coming through the Brazilian ranks now. That's clips in there. Super back line.
Pokey.
Interesting technique from Luca Ralli. A technique we're used to from Nishida, the hammer.
Such a good swing again from Nishida.
Just clipping the tape. Adriano goes cross court.
Great movement, Flavio gets the middle jumping with him, and it's as good as a free swing. But Adriano really with Sakita to the side of him.
Run to the middle. And when the ball's been there, they've been able to use it. Back line for Darlan. Yamamoto holds it up. Can Nishida do anything with it? No, it's just a free ball over. I think he plays it in to the setter. Oh, what a
Yes! Ishikawa, absolute contender for the best block of the match. Great pickup, Yamamoto, keeping the ball alive, keeping Japan in the rally, and then a moment of magic from the captain to shut down Darlan.
He knew, didn't he? As soon as he landed, should have gone that. Ishikawa, so unassuming as a character, so calm, relaxed, so mellow. It leads his team so well. Well, that's on the outside, on the inside. 14-16. Another big point. Closing that gap. Kita goes with the float serve to Luca Rally. Flavio from the middle.
You can hear him grunting, he's like...
What a year he's had.
Yeah.
What a year. Height is insane.
He's like stood. It's almost as if there's an invisible platform on the bottom of the net and he just stands on it and then swings on the ball.
He's been training with the Golden Bears, hasn't he, to work out to get that height. Wow. Over, past, easy pickings for Isak.
You've also got to be careful as well, and Isak did that, waiting for it to be on his side of the net before he blocked it, and not going too early and then taking it on the side of Japan and needlessly giving away a point. Good work by Isak.
Nicely done from Nishida on the left-hand side. Through the legs of Flavio. On to Bruno's head, down the line to Darlan.
So when he gets that right, and he's going to get that right as part of his arsenal, then he's just going to become. I mean, he should have hit this in really, but that should have been crunched. But the fact that he can do that, he's just slightly thumbed down on it instead of hitting straight through it. But as he grows and gets better, he's going to be so difficult to stop. It's not exactly easier to stop now, right?
He's doing all right, isn't he? Free youngster. Good serve from Ishikawa, but well dealt with. Opportunities for Brazil, and they take it through Luca Rally to take it to 19-16.
Brazil know that they have to stay focused here. There's plenty of pressure coming from Japan, but Brazil's volleyball level is remaining high in order to be able to deal with it.
Bruno forcing it wide to the left. Ran Takahashi comes back on for... Oh, he comes back on. He comes on for Yamuchi. He's come on to serve. Play a little bit of defense for the point. Interesting, does give Sakita a second backcourt option as well on this rally. Serves fired wide, so we weren't going to get to see that. It would be quite a fascinating five-player wave, wouldn't it? '17 then. 5 required for Brazil to take the game. There's the middle of the block from Isak.
Has to be that quick. And this is where then Isak has to really stand with his hands above his head in order that he can deal with that speed.
Just under his third kill of the game. Through the middle. Shows how much pressure Brazil have been putting on. Easy pickings for the middle. Oh, good defense from Luca Ralli, but there's a free ball coming over for Japan. Sakita goes the wayward pass, but tried to force it into the corner. Can Darlin put it away? No, he can't. But there will be a challenge coming in. Nodding, the referee's giving it as a touch. The hand signal has been given. No need to make a challenge. Otsuka's already said, yeah, I did touch it. Good sporting spirit shown.
The merest of touches, but a touch nonetheless.
22-18. 4 points now the deficit for Japan. Nishida! Oh, wide. Chose to go down the line. He hasn't had many chances to go down that line today. No, he's wide. They are going to challenge it. I don't want the challenging. Well, saw it. Oh, it's definitely out. Saw it on the slow motion replay there. Fortunately, it's been an unsuccessful challenge.
Just trying to do something. They don't have a timeout. Just trying to slow it down a little bit. See if they can find a way back into this.
The left hand coming across the ball down the line. Very much similar to Darlan on the right hand side, firing it down the line. Double substitution coming in here. We're coming on to set. Takanashi coming on as opposite. So gives Japan 3 front court players. We started in yesterday's game against Germany. His first start this week. Oh, he's come on and sets an absolute peach for Ishikawa.
Lovely combination play. Flavio on the way down. Nothing you could do about that.
Otsuka with a, oh, like thought it was an ace, but it's not. It's picked up beautifully well. They now need to attack. They can't. They give the point away.
Well, I just seen some. That's ridiculous. So we saw Isak get an ace serve in the last set to take the set, and then you've got just an incredible play. They've admitted to the block touch, Adriano. That's good. Where Flavio sat on the floor and done a pancake. Bruno's twisted and turned to suddenly be able to get a touch on it, and they get it back over. And that just shows you the level of commitment for Brazil.
Fascinating reactions. 2023. Darlan. Chased down from Japan. No real attack put on. Options for Bruno. He goes into Yamamoto defensive. Ishikawa off the block. Oya does a lap. Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful volleyball. They're fighting hard here, Japan, although it might just be too little too late. One side out is all Brazil need. In the meantime, they'll take a timeout, try and slow things down.
Required for Brazil 2 behind on Japan. 7,000 people around the arena supporting and cheering him on, giving him a little extra boost.
Well, it's just as well as coming to the end of the match because there's so many dents in the floor on the side of Japan right now.
That was just insane. Incredible. And is that hitting the snot out of it, as you call it?
Definitely, that's gone to #1 on the Snotify list, hasn't it? But the fact is that the air pressure at the ball, they're taking out the ball, it's not the same as it used to be. That would be up in this ceiling.
That gives us match point then for Brazil, 24-21. Substitutions have been made.
Massive front row this for Brazil.
1 block required. Oh, match point save. Fernando falling into the 3-meter line.
There'll be a few changes made again.
Bruno Darlan back on. Leandro and Fernando off.
But staying on is Leo Andrade.
(22-24), still match point for Brazil. Adriano for the win, and then it almost got up, but there it is. There's the win. Brazil victorious 25-22 by 3 sets to 0.